Hi guys, and welcome back. So every once in a while I like to try a new drawing medium, something that I'm not quite good at as yet. Now, I've dabbled with charcoal a little bit in the past, but I've never really taken it seriously. I've been really inspired by an artist on YouTube. Her name is Silvie Mahdal. She does these very large pencil drawings that look so realistic. Her drawing style is very unique and consists mostly of hands, hair, and face drawings. So today, I wanted to give charcoal pencils another try and see if maybe I could achieve a similar result from all the techniques I've learned from watching her videos. Now obviously it's not going to be as refined because she does have a lot more experience than I do, but I'll just be giving it a try today. So the largest paper I have right now is an 11 by 14, so that is what I'll be using for this drawing. I also have a few charcoal pencils, graphite mechanical pencils, erasers, blending stumps, a brush, and some tissue. One thing I also noticed in Sylvie's videos is that she usually uses a sponge and some gloves for blending. I first started off with a sketch as usual. I didn't film the entire process because it was a bit lengthy, but I'll dedicate another video to just sketching in the future. I started off using an HB Graphite mechanical pencil to separate light and shadow and create a base. Just like in oil painting, it's like staining the canvas in one color to get rid of all the white. Then I gently blended that with some tissue. After blending, I used the 6B charcoal pencil to create sections of hair shadows. I didn't apply too much pressure on the pencil at this stage, just in case I wanted to erase something. So Sylvie used a latex glove to blend after this point. After blending, most of the dark areas would usually get a little bit lighter, so I went over that with a 2B charcoal pencil. So this is where the magic really happens, when you start blending with a brush. Everything starts to look more 3D and a lot more lifelike. And it's actually really satisfying too. So from this point, it's just a lot of refining and going over shadow areas, and also lightening areas that I thought would be more in highlight. Then I moved on to working on the top part of the hair. I like working in sections so I don't get too overwhelmed too quickly. I also used a tissue to blend and even the surface. Then for the highlights, I used my Tombow mono eraser. Sometimes when I erased to get a highlight, it would come out too light, so I would just have to go over it a little bit more with some charcoal powder or use my brush to kind of blend the areas around into it. For areas that I didn't want individual strands of hair, I shaped my kneaded eraser and gently lifted off some charcoal from the paper. And for areas that were too dark to erase, I used a white charcoal pencil. For the edges of the hair to be more softer, I added some stray hairs and light strands. I used a combination of HB and 4B mechanical pencils. So the last part was to do the background. I sanded some charcoal powder from a pencil onto the paper, then I used the sponge to smooth it into the background. What I also realized is that I should have done the background first, then the stray hairs, because most of the stray hairs got rubbed away when I was blending with a sponge. So I had to go those all over again. I think the main reason why charcoal drawings could really look lifelike is because it does require a lot of time, a lot of blending, refining, and going over areas to perfect them, and also layering. I guess this turned out to be more of a tutorial than I taught. I do hope it was helpful, and if you're an artist who's trying new mediums, I would say just try charcoal drawings. They're really cool, a little bit messy, but they're okay. I guess that wraps it up. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I shall be seeing you in my next one. Bye, guys.